Right, so I want to make a quick video here letting you know that Claude can generate invoices in Wix. It worked. It was able to connect to my Chrome browser, take over my computer. I have all the information it needed to be able to fill in the invoice in Wix, and it did it fine. The problem is that it took a long time. The Wix interface is really clunky. It if you click on something, all of a sudden it changes, and it's like you can't. Even when I'm doing it, I'm like, God, you just keep moving, and it's just a really crappy interface. And so we were iterating and iterating and iterating, and it was working, but it was just seemed to getting slower and more complicated. And there was like we had all these ideas on how to move. We could go into the API and do this. Anyway, what it did quickly was it built a website for me, a personal local host website that I could interact with, and that would get the data for the invoices, and then it would try to implement this. So it was a little trying to just work around, and it ultimately didn't work, and it was kind of slower. But it was this huge like how quickly Claude can make a website. So I'm like, wait a minute, you can make websites this quickly. I was like, what if we just made something for the customers to be able to look at their own invoices? And I just idea, and it was just like, yeah, I could totally do that. And so it literally made a web app in about an hour. We did some iterations. I put some photos together, and there it is. It's this web app that now my customers can go and they can create their own invoices. It's a program. They can create their own invoices. They can see everything. They can click on this and they can see things change, interact. And it's just like this is 10 times better than could even thought. So this is something how I think once you start diving into these things like Claude, you can quickly see the failures, and if you're smart enough to iterate and pivot quickly and work with it, you can get something that you wouldn't even have dreamed of.